What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Episode 5 here of Late Night Stories. Y'all may be wondering about my outfit. I got an Indian puja, for those of you that know what that is, to be at in like 5 minutes. So I thought I would record this real quick before I have to go. Uh, Again, you can see my cultured but not like basic white hashtag whatever as my handle for the day. But I wanted to do something a little different for this late night stories. It's not going to be something you guys are used to. Um, I okay. So basically, this starts last week. So last week, I went to, or I was in my communications class, and we had an assignment called the self disclosure assignment, which basically we were supposed to get on this video discussion board and make like a 5 to 7 minute long video through objects, basically explaining a certain thing that you don't really tell people right off the bat about you. And so I made mine, and I felt really great about it after. And I was for the follow up assignment, you had to tell a friend, and I told a friend, and she thought it was really cool. And that gave me an idea. I was like, why don't I do this for the podcast? Why don't I do a little self disclosure episode and reveal to you guys all of the things that I have to show you? So I got to do this real quick. Okay. So self disclosure. What am I self disclosing to you guys? Okay. This is kind of weird because I've never really said this to anybody. Only a few people. So I save letters. And for those of you that are like, what? Like what? Why? Um, I've saved pretty much every handwritten note that was given to me since like the second or the third grade, and they're all throughout corners of my house, and in Southern California because COVID, and that's where I went to college before, and some of them are in little bags out there. Um, but I pretty much saved every note that I've gotten throughout my life. Birthday cards, art projects, letters, notes, everything you could possibly think of. Like I'm talking like Amy Norton's third grade Valentine that she sent me. I still have. So shout out Amy Norton if you're listening to this. I still got your Valentine. So what's up? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I do have like a lot of letters here. I have a huge stack right here that I've been waiting to show y'all. This is like 20% of what I have. And this is the one I keep in like my desk drawer right next to everyone. And I think like looking through these, like I have, this one, like I have these cards from my grad party, this really nice happy birthday note from Allie K from college, Christmas cards. See this one's a Valentine. This one's a freaking Valentine. Hold on. This one's a Valentine from college. And I know for those of you that are listening on Spotify, you're expecting like a story. All of these individual notes, the thing is, like every single individual note that I have has a story to it, right? So I can look back on that graduation card and be like, oh, that's from X, Y, and Z. Like that, was an inside joke based on this gift, right? Um, like I'll give you an example. Uh, which one? That one's yeah, okay. See, like this card is like from my uncle, and he drove all the way out from Arizona to come to my grad party, and he wrote me this really nice card, and it was just a cool note. This one was from my pandemic birthday. This was Allie again, and she wrote me like a really nice note and sent me a couple really nice drawings for my birthday, and I thought that was super cool. Like I just think like the little moments more so than these bigger kind of um, deals are way more important than anything, and they make my life like they honestly are just. I value the cards and I value the letters over probably the gifts, if I'm gonna be honest. Um, of course, like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys like I hate gifts. I love gifts just as much as the next person does, but the cards definitely do hold a special place in my heart. And I just want to give you guys a little background. Like I always thought it was weird my whole life that I would keep letters, that I would keep cards, that I would keep notes, and I didn't really tell anybody. And then my senior year of high school, I was packing for a trip, and I was like we have a closet in our house where we have all our bags and stuff, like to put, your stuff in, like suitcases, all that. So I was basically trying to look for a suitcase to put all my stuff in. And I found this like beige duffel bag and I grab it and it's heavy. I'm like, this is like 50 pounds. Like, what is in here? And I open it up and I look through it and it's a bunch of paper. I'm like, what is this? And I like open up the paper and I'm like, oh my God. It took me like 5 seconds to realize, like, holy crap. My mom had saved like all her letters from when she was a kid. And they're just all there. They're all there in this bag. Like from the time that she was like, however many years old, kind of like me. And I didn't even know it. And I didn't even know it. That was the craziest part. Was I had no idea. And I went back through and I like didn't tell my parents. So I thought I was being all secretive and stuff. And I went through and I started reading through all the letters and all that. And that was like back in the day where you didn't have the cell phone, so everything was in the letters, right? Like literally everything. And so it was really cool to just go through and look through that. And then I realized, like, holy crap, like maybe maybe it's genetic because I do the same exact thing. Like, I mean, look, it's cards, letters, notes, handwritten things, handmade objects. I will keep for life. And like I'm talking like pretty much every single handwritten note that I've been given, I have. And I don't know. I don't know if it's whether like I'm a pack rat or I'm just too lazy to get rid of them or whatever. But I genuinely just these like notes and letters and all of these things just mean so much to me. Um, but yeah, and I kind of just I really wanted to share that with everybody, because I feel like that's not something that like I people expect me. People look at me and they're like, "Oh, he's a guy." You know, guys don't keep notes. Guys don't keep sentimental objects. Like that's weird. And that's why I didn't tell a lot of my friends in high school. That's why I didn't tell a lot of my friends, even in college. Like I was like, people are gonna look at me and they're gonna be like, "You're fucking weird," and like I maybe I am, but and maybe it's the fact because I am a boy and I feel like I couldn't share any of that as a kid. But I felt like, I feel like it's super cool. And I don't know, it's just one of those cool things that I've always done and kind of done it in secret, really. And I kind of wanted to bring it up with you guys that I do save letters and I do appreciate the handwritten notes. And I'm not one who's like big on writing that shit, but like I'm not good at it. I don't really like handwriting notes. Like I'm really lazy when it comes to that, but I like receiving notes. And it's probably like one of my favorite things. Like I also have like electronic notes too, like emails, letters, like things that I keep and I keep them saved and I have folders for them and stuff. So, I'm a big letter guy. I really do like receiving like handheld paper. This is my favorite. These sheets of paper are like the first love letters I ever received in my life. I still have them. I've always kept them. Always. I got them in high 17, 18, something like that. Um yeah, so I've kept those and then I have some stuff from college as well, little handwritten notes I got. Um just like all of that. Like I feel like in college I got more handwritten notes than I did throughout my whole entire life, which is pretty cool and interesting if you think about it. But yeah, I mean, I thought that like I think getting all of that stuff is just it means like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the fact that I don't like material. Like I always used to think I was a really materialistic person, I loved clout. Like I was a clout chaser in high school, dude. I would like literally plot ways to go viral. Like that was my plan. I was like, if shit doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go viral and make money and this, that, and the other. And then you realize like going viral is really hard and you kind of give up on it. But I don't know. I feel like I really genuinely do just like especially past the age of 18 have started to value relationships and notes and little trinkets over handmade things, little trinkets over like materialistic shit. Like I of course, okay, listen, if someone gives me a Trey Lance jersey tomorrow, like I am not going to be like, oh my god, I would much rather have a 5-page written letter about how you simp over me. No, no. Like I want to make that very evidently clear that I will still accept gifts, but I do really like notes, and I'm a big notes guy. I'm a big like, you know, uh, like conversation moments type person. It's a weird thing that I have, weird little quirk, but I think it is me. If that makes sense. And I know my birthday just passed. I got a couple more notes to add to the little collection, which I'm super excited about. Um, and again, like my letters are of all sorts of things. Like I'm talking those Valentine's Day cards you used to receive in elementary school too. I still have some of my college rejection letters. I think I have the Cal one somewhere. I'll look for it. I have rejection letters. I have um like what else do I have? I have birthday cards, notes I received on like birthdays, notes from teachers. Oh, my favorite is this is the one thing I loved, and I want to talk about this real quick and we'll wrap it up. The one thing I really, really love is saving notes or like saving essays from high school. I love it. I love it. That's really weird. Like that's like actually like, okay, Anuj, you're freaking Joe Goldberg. Okay. For those of you that got that reference, you're amazing. Um, but like yeah, I used to save like my high school essays, and just with the comments and all that, and when teachers would write the notes at the end, like I love saving them. I don't know why. I still have a couple of them. I have my Julius Caesar one, and I have my and this is the one that oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Miss Ritchie, if you're listening to this. Remember that changing the narrative paper I wrote you, where I don't know what I was on that day, but I was really, really feeling myself. And I basically wrote this whole note that just gassed me up as the next big thing. And I think the last line I wrote in that paper, this was just how power trippy I was at the time, was I think it was, you might want to save a copy of this because I'm going to be rich and famous one day. Signed a new Ms. Ritchie. If I swear, if you're listening to this, I am so sorry that you had to get that note and that paper, and I'm really sorry you had to grade that. That's awful. But if you did save it, I think that would make for a really cool story. But yeah, that's that. I always I save all my English papers and stuff like that. I really do like saving my writing and also letters and notes and stuff. I don't know. I like words. Words are fun. But that's all I have. And I know this wasn't really a story, but this was more so just me kind of talking about something that I haven't really talked about in my life, which is I save handwritten stuff. And I'm a big believer in saving little things over materialistic goods. But if you guys liked that episode, feel free to leave a like and subscribe on YouTube. If you guys hated it, dislike it, I won't make these ever again. I'm sorry for the disorganization. If you're on Spotify, hit the follow button as well. I gotta go, but I really appreciate you guys listening to this. Again, this is something I haven't really told anybody. So I really hope it wasn't weird and awkward. And I would, again, DM me, email me, text me, whatever. Talk to me about like what are your fears? What is something that you don't share with other people? Let's start a little trend going, because letters are something I don't really share with people right off the bat, because I kind of talked about it, gender bias and people thinking I'm weirdly toxic, like people thinking I'm like masculine, and I don't share that stuff, but here it is. So I put it out there. I hope you guys share as well. Looking forward to the response, and looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this late night stories. Those of you that are going to bed, good night. I hope this story was a nice way to go to bed. And that's it. That's all I have. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your days or nights or afternoons or whenever you're listening to these. So I'll see y'all. Take care.